G'day everybody, welcome back to another Baby Walt Millsy YouTube video. Now I've been away for the last month with some real life stuff, moving house, all that good stuff. But we're pretty settled now and it's time to dust off the cobwebs and get back into this YouTube series. So what I want to discuss today is basically, the anniversary, what you can do at your level in the mid-game range. So now we're at level 87. We'll recap some of the Dark Dimensions I've done, some of where I'm progressing, and give my sort of opinion on what teams and where I'm tracking their progress. So let's check it out. All right, back to the roster review. So I've favorited all the newer characters and I'm slowly progressing on them. You'll see since last video, I think we're around level 65 potentially. We're now starting to get some characters at those max stars, also getting red stars at the 7 red, and then some characters even have a diamond. So Spider-Man Miles from Champions, we've got 2 diamond, Miss Marvel at 3 diamond. Red Guardian is up there. We're waiting for some diamonds. Elena got a diamond on her. We've been working in that fractal store for Dark Star and Ursa Major. Mega Reds we just covered in his little Joey event. Star-Lord still needs some red stars, which we can show you where we're looking in the red star business in those campaigns shortly. Some older teams, I did start to, I guess, diversify my roster a little bit in that war space, and I did do a Crucible team because they pretty much gave us, back in December, the Starjammer team, so I decided to invest in them due to the star level. Once I get the red stars, we're going to have some diamonds on some of them also. But yeah, all right, let's quickly go to the supplies. All right, Fractal Store, Chapter 4. It is running for another 45 days. Depending on, I guess, your preference and how much of this currency you have, my top recommendation at the level that I'm at would be your training modules. Now, at the level 85, you do open up the purple ISO, so this could be another area to start to farm to get that. It will be quite pricey to get all the pieces up, but it will give you that little edge, especially if you want to try and push that arena a bit more. Saving for your G20 pieces is also probably somewhere to focus on if you're a bit higher level up there and still leveling. However, now that G21 is out, we may see some more G20 available in the game easier. So, yeah, make your choice on which way you want to go. Character shards also, if you want to get those characters a bit quicker, I personally go for the newer ones. So we're working on Night Thrasher, Nova Sam Alexander, and Moongirl, and then Ursa Major, which I'm out of fractals. So this is what I mean. You've got to now go, all right, so I got 3 characters and I got the training modules and I'm done. So if I want to work on just one character at a time and then use the refreshers and get them up, or do I want to, split the focus? It's just, you just got to be aware of which way you want to go. And there's, some older teams. Steel Serpent, Swordmaster, and Lady Bullseye are about to come into the character shop. So another area where you probably won't want to spend fractals at the moment. So the Spotlight Raid Orb is going to change soon. And I believe either Steel Serpent or Swordmaster is going here, and then the other one is going into the Nexus hard mode, which will show you that. You can be lucky enough to get them in Mega Orbs, Basic Orbs, and Premium Orbs, but that will add the next team to that once the Spotlight raid gets updated. All right. In terms of who I recommend to farm, like I've got 300k shop credits at the moment. I am working on my Brimstone. You can get him from the Spotlight Orb, but I'm saving my Spotlight Orbs for the Immortal X-Men. Let's see, Hellcat. Scorpion, I probably wouldn't do Scorpion because he is farmable on a node at the moment, which I'm going to show you those nodes in a second. Mr. Fantastic I am going for because he's almost maxed out, and the other two MCU Fantastics 4 are. Like I said earlier, Daredevil's only available in here, so that's one I would definitely be farming. I haven't been really working on my Thunderbolts or my Vigilantes or my Accursed. So we have them there. Jessica Jones has a node. Brawn has a node. So this is another area where you might go, you know what, I'm a bit scarce on those shop credits, so I might, you know, diversify who I'm actually farming. Gwenpool also has a node. She-Hulk, Red Guardian has a node. Yelena doesn't have a node, so you can grab her from in here. Sunspot has a node. Iron Fist has a node. Heartless has a node. World War II doesn't, so I would definitely go for him there. Vulture doesn't, go for Vulture. Shocker, Elsa have nodes, and we'll have to check these ones. So these are your two war teams down here. Whether you want to, you know, work on them, they are still very, very good in war, but they are getting to a little bit of that older side in terms of building that tall roster over a wide roster. Your Elite Store is a good place to look out for some, you know, diamonds or red stars on characters. Now, with this currency, what I would recommend is working on some of the newer characters from here and try not to be too tempted from some of the old ones. What's old, what's new? Good question, well asked. So we're just going to quickly go to our campaigns. Sorry, I don't know why I clicked on roster. We go to our campaigns. I'm going to go all the way to the end. So I believe at level 80, you unlock these hard modes. So once you finally grind through them all, they are very doable. The only one that I haven't really finished at the moment is the Doom War, because it gets a bit restrictive, but we can go over that on another video. You need to level certain characters for that. And because I've only been going for certain ones, that's where I'm stuck. But I was able to go through and do all the difficulty in hard mode. I will probably cover this in another video. There is some definitely great farmable nodes. Once you get through the villains and the heroes, the Nexus Hard opens up. And this is where most of your newer characters these days are coming. So you've got Invisible Woman out here on 6-9. 5-9, you've got Azazel. 4-9, you've got Scorpion. 3-9, you've got Damon. So this is like a really good farm. Great character. Come in, get him. 2, we have name blank, Omega Sentinel, but she's about to be replaced with one of the immortal weapons. And then you have what's his name? Helverine. Helverine here also. So, and with these ones, characters aside, these are still farmable at their end game. So as you can see, there's 100 training orb fragments here. So it goes training, gold, 100 gold, training, gold, training, gold. So they're your farmable nodes for those resources. And then in the hard and hero difficulties, there is gold and training also. So Shevan 6 has gold. 5, 6, and 4-6. And then 4-6 is a good one because it's a newer reworked character. Also in the villains, this is where you're going to get your extra training materials. So 100 orbs from 7.6, 6.6, and 4.6. So that is some recommended farming places there. All right, one thing I did mention before is in terms of your elite store and where you want to spend on red stars, you have the incursion campaign that opens up. So currently I'm stuck on the incursion 6 because we need 7 red stars, mystic or tech. So at the moment I only have Vulture at that level. So I'm still working on getting stars and or red stars. So I have 7 yellow on Star-Lord. Looking to bring up my Daemon, my Living Mummy, Hobgoblin, and whatnot. So we'll be able to progress. But in terms of getting red stars, you can get up to 5 in 1, up to 6 in 2, but 3, 6, 9, or 3, 6, 8, sorry, where you're going to get 7 red. So on this 3, you look at the node. These are the toons that are available in here. So I wouldn't be probably buying them in the store too much because you can come in here and sort of farm them up. So you missed a negative. Taskmaster being a newer character. So you got your Underworld team in here. Your your Inhumans, but in here also Yo-Yo, Quake, Ms. Marvel. So you've got, reworked characters in there. So 3-2 is a good farming spot. 3-3 is a great one. You've got Yelena, you've got Red Guardian, you've got the reworked Black Widow for the war team. 3-4 is also another good one. So you're getting Squirrel Girl, getting Miles Morales, Daredevil over in 3-5. The others are a bit older now. Iron Man, so because you can get Iron Man's yellows fairly quickly, good one here to get the red on Iron Man. Help you out. So let's have a little random hit here. Nothing. It would have been awesome to have a little bit of recording video luck. Now the last 3 nodes, 3, 7, 3, 8, 3, 9, you can actually also get character shards. So you're going to get Spider-Weaver, Null, and Zombie Iron Man. Zombie Iron Man being a bit newer, and also getting, 7 Iron Fist World War II for immortal weapons. In here, bit of an older bunch of characters, but Doc Ock's still pretty useful there in most game modes. And you've got some of the potential rework on 2099 and the Infestation. 3 people in Infestation there, so another good node. So there's a lot of farmability here until you get the red stars to kick on to 6. But yeah, 5 only has 6 red and 4 has 5 red for different teams. But once we can push through this will be another good area to get some characters. So Jubilee, if she gets reworked, she's right here. Beast, a bit of a newer character. Whether any of these other ones get reworked, we don't know, but they're there. When we do unlock this mission, Cap, obviously he's getting tokens for him at the moment. What have we got? Jessica Jones. Got Star-Lord here. So this is where we want to start pushing into. So starting to work on those 7 red stars on characters so we can get this done. So Mystic and Tech are my ones that I need to work on. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!